What made you start biking, dude?
So I skateboarded for a long time, about 8 years. And then one day I just tried out biking. I learned I really liked it. I felt really good after I learned a few things. Just kept doing it, invested in a bike, built it up over time, and just like having fun ever since. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I didn't get into video games as much. I was into them like grade 7 and 8, but I still on the side loved skateboarding at that time. That's all I really wanted to do. I was just on the rainy days when I couldn't, I'd be inside, and I would hate it. And even now, it's easy for anyone to go on social media and just stay there all day watching YouTube or whatever. When I'm on YouTube, I'm watching biking. It's because I'd rather be biking outside, and just seeing those videos and stuff gets me more excited to go outside, and that's really great.
Yeah, so after I have a stressful day at school, a stressful day at work, or just a stressful day in general, I can come down here, kind of escape from the city life. I'm down here in the forest, not always alone, sometimes alone. You can just think, when you're riding, you're not thinking about anything other than riding, so that's why it's really therapeutic. If you are riding and thinking about other stuff, it's gonna show you, you're gonna fall, you're gonna crash, something like that's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm Will Simmons, I'm 17 years old, and this is my therapist.
Yeah, so you kind of briefly talked about how biking's a headspace and it's a way of thinking, it's a way of thinking through things, right? At least I believe, and I think other people can agree with me on that, where when you're on the bike, you are you and the bike. You're not a team, you are you and the bike, even if you're riding with people, and this allows you to be in the now. Right?
Yeah, for sure. That is definitely one of the coolest things about cycling is you can draw very, very team-oriented goals from it, but at the same time, like you hit on the head, like the reason I got into it for sure was that personal headspace and just having an outlet. And no matter, like, I would say for me it started as a physical thing, but as I realized that I was kind of missing hockey in some respects, maybe not missing hockey, but just having something, like you said, to let out that emotion, let out that energy, and just sort of connect with myself, connect with the bike like you said, but also just like connect with like the outdoors and other people. So that's definitely been a huge outlet for me in terms of relieving myself, whether it's physical stress, mental stress, emotional stress. It certainly has full body, emotional, spiritual benefits for sure. It definitely gave me like the spirit and passion again, not only to keep going with the bike thing, but I think also just in my own personal life, take on some new goals and try to challenge myself as a person, not just a cyclist. And I think that's been one of the cool things about cycling is, as much as it is an individual thing and I go and I challenge myself out there on the road, I'm still able to bring it back into the real world and bring it into my friendships, bring it into my family, and share it with them as well. So I really think that's a cool piece. Pretty good? I'm John Labreco. This is my emotional support animal.
Yeah, hi, my name is Dave Seabold, and biking is my physiotherapy. About my past, typical growing up, no money, the usual, mom and dad, everything trying their best until dad died, and then mom took over, and biking was a way for me to, to get away, to get out of it, to clear my head. I ended up losing my job. I ended up losing my house. Ended up doing the couch surfing thing, staying with friends and family, whoever I could. And biking kept me off the streets. I called a couple of people. I got myself a job in the industry fixing the bikes, and it wasn't easy. A bike mechanic doesn't make a ton of money, but it's managed to keep a roof over my head for the past God knows how long now. If it wasn't for the fact that I got a job in the industry, then I probably would still be on the streets today. It's a sport that you got to share with your friends. It's as simple as that. The freedom, the peace, the camaraderie. It's a big family, Like, you run into trouble on the hill and something goes wrong with your bike, somebody's there to help you out. Somebody will throw a tube at you. Somebody will know what's wrong and help you get running again, at least well enough to get you home. So I've never found any negatives about riding a bike. Biking has been my inspiration on life.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry. Congratulations on your video.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your video. That could be the end. Do that. Congratulations on your video.
Kind. They bring you in like really easily. Down here in the Don Valley, we're super nice.
Hey, man. It's just.
Oh my God! Did you get that?
Yeah.
What would you want to say to them? Like, what would you tell yourself, your 8-year-old self?
Yeah, I would just say, play as much as you can. Hold on, wait. Let me think of this quote before I answer this.
What are you gonna search it up?
No, it's a quote that this kid said.
So, what would you tell your 8-year-old self now that you have the knowledge about how therapeutic and how amazing biking is?
I would just say go outside as much as you can, play as much as you can. You know what they say? I forgot the fucking quote.
You know I tried to find my baby. Lord, won't you please send her home for me? Send her home.